What is usufruct? Have you ever wondered how someone can benefit from property they do not own? This is where the concept of usufruct comes into play. Usufruct is a legal right that allows a person or group to use and enjoy property owned by someone else. The person holding this right is known as the usufructuary. Usufruct includes two main rights. First, the right to use the property for personal purposes. Second, the right to collect any income or produce generated by that property. However, the usufructuary cannot sell or destroy the property unless the agreement allows it. The original owner retains the right to sell or transfer ownership of the property. In property law, usufruct serves to separate the benefits of property from outright ownership. For example, consider a farmer who is granted usufruct over a piece of land. This arrangement allows the farmer to grow crops and keep the harvest while the landowner retains the title and can reclaim the land later or pass it to heirs. Usufruct can be temporary or last for a lifetime, depending on the specific agreement. From a libertarian perspective, usufruct raises interesting questions about property rights. Libertarians prioritize individual freedom and property rights. They argue that people should be free to use, enjoy, and transfer what they own. However, some libertarian thinkers, especially those interested in common property regimes, recognize that certain resources like land may be held in common or subject to rights of use by others. In common property regimes, usufruct can help manage shared resources. For instance, a community might allow individuals to use a piece of land for farming while the community retains ultimate ownership. This approach can help prevent overuse and ensure resources remains available for future generations. Libertarians who support such arrangements often argue they should be voluntary and based on mutual agreement rather than imposed by a central authority. In practice, usufruct balances private property rights with community needs. It allows individuals to benefit from property without the full burdens of ownership while protecting the owner's interests. This is especially relevant when resources are scarce or collective management is more efficient than individual ownership. When discussing usufruct from a libertarian viewpoint, it is essential to distinguish between voluntary arrangements and involuntary restrictions. Libertarians generally favor voluntary agreements and are cautious about any system that limits property rights without consent. In summary, usufruct is a legal right that enables someone to use and benefit from another person's property without owning it. This concept plays a role in managing both private and common property and raises questions about ownership and individual versus community rights. In libertarian thought, the focus is on voluntary agreements and respect for individual property rights, even when considering shared resources.